What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to a special Thanksgiving Eve of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me, as always, is little brother Bro Shot, Jace. How we doing tonight?
Doing well. Hopefully you got a couple days off. Get to enjoy the weekend. So
Yes.
yeah, it's a good time.
There we go.
Oh, now I gotta be bigger than me. Oh, okay, aren't you big and
I
bad?
had to get the full shirt.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Fresh sarcasm served daily. So yeah, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and as you know, we're gonna be having Thanksgiving together, which is great.
Mhm.
Black Friday's gone a little bit out of control though, because it used to be this, we would come together, we'd have the circular, we'd have our plan laid out. I want to say maybe just a little bit after halftime of the late game, which was just 4 o'clock game at that point.
Yeah.
Now it's like, how much shopping have you already done? It's crazy out there.
Yeah, I got my first batch of Amazon deliveries on Monday, and it was funny because I actually had stuff in my cart that they actually said, "Hey, the price increased $3." I'm like, do you not know what week it is? Like, that's unheard of. So
Exactly.
I'm big mad at the ones that I'm already like, you're gonna get passed till next Black Friday based on your own ridiculousness. So.
There is always more stuff, and of course, some stuff may still drop later.
And
Exactly. Let's welcome him in. He's just finished tinkering with his microphone, working his love talk and slow jams voice into the mic. It's our guy, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chief.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on, everybody?
How's Step everybody away from the mic, sir.
Good to see you all. How's everybody in the chat?
There's a crazy thing about mics in like 2024. You don't have to talk into it like that.
But I do. Oh, man. What's going on, y'all?
Cooling. And our sponsor, Coke, is doing well. They're pleased with the numbers.
You know what? They're going to be real pleased tonight because I got an extra can over here. And our new sponsor, Bear. Because let me tell you something. I just took 3 of those things. I almost didn't make it, man. My back is screaming at me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, man. You.
Much smoking turkey, huh?
No, man. I've been we got a vertical pellet grill today. And the damn thing's 172 pounds.
Did you like the dramatic pause after he said we got a vertical pellet grill today?
Okay.
Pause.
I want you guys to all pay attention to what we got. I mean, it's already here, Black Friday, all ready for anybody to come over, but just
no. Listen, I don't want company. I want today to be over with. That's what I want.
You want today to be over with, not Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, I would like that too. But today definitely. I'd like to get into a new back day come tomorrow. Because this back day that I'm working with right now, bro, is not the bee's knees, not the cat's pajamas. So I'm definitely hurting. Feel like I'm sitting on a pebble.
Well, hopefully this episode will go smooth as the other side of the pillow. Just for you.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I guess that's cool as the other side of the pillow.
However that pillow comes, bro. I need it. However it comes, man.
All right, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. Snake Eyes.
Howdy,
partner. And also,
Esquire.
I want to say senior. Sir Geo Rick Cage, Esquire. Howdy. What's up, man? Snow Glare is here as well.
Snow Glare. What up, though?
King Collector is in the building. David Thanos wants to know what's good, peeps. Anybody getting any movies for Black Friday? Jace, what did you get so far?
So far I got Boy Kills World, and filled in a ridiculous gap that I hadn't gotten in years. The Hangover Part 1. It was cheap and
I don't know about the first one, but hey, Hangover Part 1.
yeah.
What was the other one?
He said the Hangover Part 1.
Boy Kills World.
Boy Kills World?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun. If you haven't seen it, it's fun.
I haven't seen it. I've never even heard of it till you said it.
We might need to put your hip then. Fun movie. King Collector's out. Figure shopping. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Chandler Parks. All right, stop what you're doing.
Because I'm about to ruin
Magician styles that you used to. David Thanos was looking to take your spot. Chief is later.
Hey,
You should be fired.
Thanos, you can have my spot, man. The
That's your
Loud
dog
Movie
spot.
Files, if your crypto's gone up, the Loud Movie Files money has gone down. So they're paying me less now. So I show up less. So you can take this job. Appreciate it, Snowblair. You know what I mean? I work hard on this show. I'm up late nights. You know what I mean? Oh man.
David Thanos can feel you on that Amazon price hikes. Remember when Black Friday started early on Thursday night? Yes.
They did a price hike?
Oh yeah. Well, I had stuff in my cart for Amazon to pick up, Friday when I'm actually making sure I wanted one thing. But then they said, "Oh yeah, the price is going up $3 a month." You just know I'm not going to buy it, right? I mean, I'm just going to wait next year because I probably didn't need it per se. I can technically, it's new enough that I could probably watch it on a streamer. So I'm just going to wait you out. Like, I don't see how you're just throwing away your own money. But,
well, what happens is this, man. If the price is normally $6.99, then they'll raise it to $10.99, and then when you come in for the Black Friday deal, they'll lower it. They'll slash it to $6.99 to save you those $4.
Oh, again, that's why you have it in your cart all month, so you can figure out exactly. All right, are you actually really lowering the price, or is it worth it?
There's always something, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had stuff that had the Black Friday deal on it. Then all of a sudden, that little red tag went off, and it was like, "Oh, you've gone up $15." Well, I guess I'll see you later, man. Mood Mike, yes. Thanos says, "I want to get one of those grills, but it would only be for me."
Yeah, those grills are excellent, man. Get you a pellet grill, man. I can't, I was skinny till I discovered slow cooked meats. And I'm gonna be honest, man, it's nothing like a 14-hour cook, pulling that thing out at 203, 204, and having the meat just fall off the bone, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, especially when it's seasoned right. I'm gonna do a pork butt tomorrow. And I don't know if I was telling Jeff this earlier.
You were. He was breaking down the whole process. It was
I'm gonna do a cherry Dr. Pepper spray every hour onto the pork butt. After I season it, it's gonna get a nice little char on it. That little
caramel to it.
Yeah, that bark.
Listen. That's when you put, like, if you mess with a ham, put the Coke on top of it. Not Pepsi because it's too sweet, but a little Coke.
I got the black the brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So after I pull it out at around 165, I'm gonna pull it out, place some brown sugar, some butter in there, spritz it up again, wrap it in the foil of butcher paper, throw it back into 205, 203, between 203 and 205. And when that thing come out, man, that thing should be ready. I told Jeff I was gonna bring him something by. It's a big butt. Should be
Why?
Should be good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. King Collector. Yeah, I'm waiting for Black Friday for prices to drop. But then someone reminded me today about Cyber Monday. Could there be more deals next week? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler. David Thanos says, "Jeff, I just sent you something on the ground for Chief since he's ignoring my request. But it's all good."
Thanos, you never sent me nothing. Let me look, man, because I don't believe that you sent me anything. Are you Thanos on?
Yeah, pretty close.
David Thanos. 4-in-1 turmeric and garlic supplements.
Let me look here, man. Uh,
Cheap for the timing.
oh,
I want to get Saving Private Ryan, but it's 18 on Amazon. Is that Blu-ray or 4K?
Thanos, you in, bro?
The funny thing is a lot of these older movies you think would be on sale on Black Friday. The deals are not $10-$15. It's a lot of it is 15 plus, and you're like, I want it because I don't want y'all to be shady and not have it on a streamer when I actually want to watch it. So I'll buy it now and know I don't know when the next time we will be buying Blu-rays and stuff next year.
When it goes on sale?
I mean, well, you think about it though. When we used to go out for Black Friday, which is basically start collect, make sure we got all our Blu-rays and DVDs, so we had stuff to watch throughout the year. Now, with all the companies taking, we don't need to have that. It's like, well, why do I actually need to go into your store? I mean, Amazon, you gave that business away to Amazon completely, so I don't have to go in there for any reason. And I still trying to like, it was lost leader, but it's like it got me in the store to buy stuff I didn't need. Now I don't need to do anything. Unless I'm just not there. So
I like how you're not referencing Best Buy because Best Buy
Target doesn't have. Let's say Target technically has their Blu-ray section, but theirs was always overpriced.
Well, they have a buy two get one free special this week,
and they need it. I mean, now I'm sure you're going to go there because as you were doing for Lyle's Figure File yesterday, they have some good sales going on. So you will be in Target probably to cash in on some of those that you didn't get online. But
nice. I like that plug.
Why did you guys? What was your reason behind the not buying from Prime Video?
I did not. I buy from Amazon. It was just we used to go out to Best Buy, to Target, even earlier, Circuit City, whoever had the best price on the movies, and they would be $5, $6.99, $7.99. I think like the most at that point. This I was like, oh man, this is pushing it. It's $9.99, and then there would be one or two. Man, this is so good. I'll pay $12.59, $12.99 for it. But it was all about finding the lowest prices, and these movies would come out throughout the year, and like, all right, and you knew, I don't want to say August was like the cutoff for a movie to get released on home video. That way, you could take advantage when a couple months later they would put it on sale for super cheap on Black Friday. It's like, I can't believe this is already on sale. That's why I stopped buying so many movies throughout the year, because I wouldn't even have opened up the movie because I would still remember too much. I like to forget some aspects of it, unless it's something like Avengers where I keep watching over and over. So then when I go back to watch it, it's on sale cheaper than when I got it. So anyway, it's just now it's, well, what's Amazon's competitor? Oh, it's just Amazon. So now it's the low price is $15.99, but there's no one else to go, we're going to sell it for $10.99. So Amazon goes, just kidding. It's really $10.99.
Yeah. I mean, because when there was a point when Amazon actually was, hey, we actually are selling Blu-rays cheaper than Best Buy and Target. And it was like, oh, I guess we are going to get a lot of our stuff delivered on that Friday or however long it used to take. Now, again, because there's no competition, it's all right. There's no, I'm more likely to go to the comic book store on Friday to pick up stuff that I haven't picked up in months. Like some of the trades that I had been missing, like the Energon universe. I got to get the next batch of those and some of the other stuff. So
I'm thinking about going to the comic book store this week too, man. Anything I should be looking for in particular is a good series to go ahead and buy. And no, I just have $50 to spend. So
hey.
And I've seen how much these comic books. So if I can't get a series for $50, listen.
You know what? The good thing is you can get a lot, like some of the trades, depending on what comic book store you're going to, you can get a lot of good trades for, let's say, $16, $17, and you'll get a full story of a comic book and be like, all right, if this author is good, you might choose 2 or 3 of the trades to wrap up the series. I mean, to get a good run.
Okay.
Chief, if you're serious, 50, you'll probably only get 3 books. No.
Yeah.
So, Jace, are we still going to Third Eye and Billy's
I'd
on
lit
Friday? All right. So, Chief, roll with us. We're going to go to our favorite spots in Annapolis. And they have outside, they have sidewalk sales where they have 50% off the trade. So you can get a bunch, there may be $8. So you can stack up. I'll go through with you. Like, oh, this is great. You should pick this up. Then they have 20% off everything in the store throughout Black Friday. So this is a great time to get trades because you can find a lot of great stuff for cheap, about as cheap as you'll get it any other time of the year. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Any of the Ghost Machine books, the Energon universe, anything from Miller World, it's been great. What's good from DC? Nightwing, Rebirth, because I'm sure you don't have a whole bunch of that stuff, but we'll walk you through it because there's a lot of good stuff that's out there. Huh?
What time y'all going?
TBD.
Okay, well, let me know, man, because it's going to take a couple hours for me to get there on horseback. So,
it is true.
That is true.
It is true.
Thought you had the camel, but that's great. Okay, good deal. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even consider comic shop on Black Friday. King Collector, it is the move because when Annapolis had everything, it was the afternoon destination spot for us. So what we would do, we would go to Springfield at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Wow.
And we would hit up all those shops over there, pack it up, maybe around 7, 8 o'clock, go home, get a quick nap in. And then the rest of the crew would be like, we're done with Black Friday. Jason and I would go back out to Annapolis because Annapolis had a Toys R Us. It was solid. They had a Best Buy. They had a Circuit City. They had a H.H. Gregg when Circuit City closed, and that was solid. They also had multiple GameStops, and they had our comic book shops. And so it was, and then that second round was when we're like, oh, yeah, we should probably start buying Christmas presents for other people.
Sounds exhausting. That's probably why I never went with you guys. That sounds exhausting as hell.
It was a full day of fun.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Keto and Shannon used to be my Thanksgiving night guys. We always used to go to the movies Thanksgiving night, and then Friday, Black Friday, Shannon and I used to hook up and go look at like Circuit City,
yeah.
So look at TVs and stuff. But now, shoot, Black Friday, I'm home. But I'm glad that you guys are gonna pull me out on a Black Friday, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
I'm glad, man. And we'll do this Black Friday and then we'll go White Friday. So I'm excited about that. Call me for that too. I like to go there.
Oh, I got you. Snake Eyes, I get 3 games for Black Friday, and they are Life of P and Near Automata and Near Replicant. Don't know.
Life of P. That was with the Tiger, right?
Yeah, I think so, but it's probably on Switch.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, they made a video game out of that.
Guess so.
Oh, wow.
What are these for, Snake Eyes? Chief can get at least 4 or 5 image trades. I mean, the image trades are like 11, 12 bucks to start in a lot of cases. So then knock off 20%.
The people who make comic books now are living in mega mansions.
I honestly,
that's not true.
You got to explain. I mean, I think it's probably one of the topics you can have on your other channel. No, because
I'm gonna now unfollow you.
No, because it's like because of how the comic book, like the Jeff Johns and some of the DC creators said, hey, we're done with DC. I'm wondering what the economics are actually working out for them, because it's like, hey, we can mid to all right.
It's not great. I mean, they have to do a ton of books, and I'm trying to remember, I think it was Jim Starlin. He was talking about how he got paid more because some character that he created in Batman was in Batman versus Superman. He got paid more for that character appearing than Thanos showing up in Infinity War and Endgame. And they gave him a little cameo in the movie, but he got paid more for just it wasn't like Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman. It was just some random character, not random, but it was a character that he created. He got paid more for that. So what happens, and the main reason why these guys like Mark Miller and Jeff Johns and the Ghost Machine crew, what they're doing is, yeah, we're going to use our creativity and come up with this amazing character that people are going to have all in their t-shirts. They're going to get figures made. They're going to make billions of dollars at the movie theaters, but it's all going to Warner Brothers. And I might give a little credit, special thanks to Jeff Johns. That doesn't translate to them getting much of anything. So they're going, we'll make our own thing. We'll get 100% of any credit or anything that's going to wet our beak with. And that makes more sense to me. I don't even understand why creators would make new characters for DC and Marvel, because that's not helping them out. So like Robert Kirkman, he got paid, him and his co-creators, Ryan Otley, Corey Walker, they got paid for Invincible. And I think so much Roger Alder got as much for Walking Dead, but they're the ones who got paid. It wasn't Image. So that's why Image and Ghost Machine or Dark Horse in this case for Mark Miller's Millarworld, they do their own creative focus, because that way they don't have to worry about some corporation taking all the money and them just being short.
And also making sure they can actually have intellectual. I mean, you can't change my character because it's my character. And when I'm done writing my character, it's over. Versus, 30 years later, oh, I don't like how your character is, so I'm going to kill off Nightwing because I hate him. Sucks to be him. Like, no.
So, James got some recommendations for you, Chief.
I saw that. Beneath the trees, he said it gets dark. 1 billion genies.
King Collector says, yeah, Black Friday used to be real fun. I used to get up early and give me stuff that I was looking for, then do Christmas. Exactly. That was the move. Yep. So that's what we did the first half, where we went with the rest of our crew, who would go looking for TVs. Jason and I were never really going for any big thing like that. We were looking for those cheap deals on video games, comic books, figures. And then the second round was, well, what didn't we see at the Best Buy, the Circuit City, the GameStop, Toys R Us in this city? Let's go over to another one and see what else they've got, because it was always different. And oh yeah, I forgot to get this movie, and it's cheap too. I missed this video game. It was out of stock there. I'll grab it now that it's 20, 30
Go to
bucks.
GameStop, and like you said, because that was the second round, we could now that list of people that we actually said, all right, what did you want for Christmas? All right, now since we're in the mall, let's start looking, see if we can knock in some of those out, and having that all done. If you got 20% of our Christmas shopping done on Black Friday, that was a great time. But it never happened for me. But it's always a great idea.
I could do enough damage if I was focused. A lot of times, like, I'll go back out and do this for everybody else.
Okay.
That was the Macy's run.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how quickly I can find a picture from Black Friday from years past. While I do that, David Thanos says, I used to camp outside of Best Buy. Now there's barely any reason to go to Best Buy.
You know what? We would go if Best Buy would open, let's say 12 o'clock. We would get there 11 o'clock. So we'd be in that line. We wouldn't be the first ones in there, but we would always get in there like that second round of people. Because we were never, like I said, we were never going for those TVs or anything, but they weren't going to be sold out of anything by the time we got in there.
All right, so here I did find one. Relatively easy, huh?
I say I could, I'm sure I could accentuate.
Well, yeah. It's just as long as I label them. So here you go. This is Black Friday with our Starbucks waiting in line. You can see all the people ready to go, and Jason and I are like, it's cold outside, but we're ready to get those deals. They're ready to make some moves and take advantage of the sales. Here's another Black Friday line, and this is even longer.
Yeah, that's the other side of the Best Buy in Springfield.
The other side. So it was wild. And remember this place? I miss this so much. Oops.
Oh,
look at this store. It looks amazing. It's like a whole toy store full of toys. What is this?
Why would a store have only toys and sell to people, Jeffrey?
Weird. I don't even know. That sounds like a popular store. Sigh. Okay. Let's continue on here. So, Chief, good news. Apparently, Warner Brothers is not happy with the first trailer cut for Superman. So the editor has been given instructions, make it better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he was wrong. I'm sure everything was great with it, and there's no need to make it better. They should put it out as is right now.
Hey, didn't somebody say last week that they just seen the trailer of Superman? It looked awesome.
Oh, I haven't seen no trailer, man. I just know it's gonna fail. I mean, I know it's gonna do great.
I think that was a Freudian slip there.
Hey, listen, they did have to shorten his neck, man. That long neck Superman. What's the dude that used to be He-Man, the telescopic neck dude? What was his name?
Mechaneck.
Yeah, Mechaneck Superman. You know what I mean? He doesn't even fly over buildings. He just extends his neck over. This dude is just horrible, man. I'm glad this is happening.
What's up, Michael Solis? Warner Brothers doesn't like it.
It might be, man. It might be. But I'll tell you, when is that supposed to come? 2025, right?
Sure. July, if I'm remembering correctly.
We're right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I mean, I'm sure they're thinking, hey, we're gonna pick that out in a trailer come Christmas. Really start building up that excitement.
Oh yeah. Hey man, good luck, guys.
Do you do it for Christmas or do you do it for the big game? Super Bowl.
Trademark.
There goes that word again. What do you think? Christmas or Super Bowl?
You want to do? I think you do a small one at Christmas. It's cheaper. Super Bowl is a whole lot of money. That's basically going to have everybody look at it a week before anyway.
Because the Super Bowl's up to what, $6 million now for 30 seconds, something like that.
It's too much.
And that movie may only make $6 million.
Wow.
They just blew the budget.
Wow. That's colossal hate. You should be mega hate. Mecha hate. Speaking of Superman, the 4K set is 69. I don't know if I'd really care about Superman in 4K because I feel like it was show off more of the flaws. That's that tricky thing when you go with older movies. It's like,
the Christopher Reeves joint.
Yeah.
I heard his son's got a movie out about him, right? Has anybody seen that?
It's on Amazon. That's probably one of those I may watch this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about this, fellas? I sent y'all this in the text thread. This He-Man Masters of the Universe movie is coming, whether you like it or not. And Idris Elba is in talks to play Man-at-Arms. What do you think? Wow.
Okay. Who is Teal again?
I don't have they cast Teal.
Because I knew Brie.
Oh, it's Camila. Camila from Riverdale. Okay. Camila.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm glad
they're not going to play Teela.
I'm glad they're not trying to make him Skeletor. Man-at-Arms, good character. Should have some screen time.
They don't get to fight. There's not a lot of excitement about that there.
Because there was a new. I don't know if you look. There's other casting announcements of live action 80s cartoon shows that was interesting, and I think most people are like, after what you did to G.I. Joe and Transformers, you got to show us an actual good product before we care. We're not going out, hey, we got this great actor. Hey, they're not going to even wear costumes or anything. They're just going to be wearing black jumpsuits, and that's going to be called He-Man. Like, nah, you're not. You got fooled one okie doke before. Like, show us actually what you're going to do, and be true. Faithful to what was made in the 80s. And otherwise, we don't care. I don't care how good an actor you are. You're like, is He-Man going to be some dude who looks like he's jacked up Arnold Arnold steroid Schwarzenegger, or is it gonna look like Robert Pattinson's Batman? Like,
Wow.
Like, you got to tell me what we're working with here.
Well, what are we working with, Bro Shot? Is it secret? Is it safe? I'm trying to go to this fan-made He-Man because I kind of feel like this is what we're talking about in terms of like, hey, this actually looks good. All right, let me do this. If I can make that work so we can see it here. But just to give you an idea of what a possible He-Man could look like, this is a fan-made film. And it's kind of like, well, do this. That looks like He-Man to me.
Okay.
I mean, the dude looks big. He's got the big armor plating and all that good stuff. Let me see here. I could pull up another one here.
Okay, looks Hordak. Okay.
I mean, that's a pretty solid looking Hordak. And look at that. I mean, it's like, is it that hard to do this stuff to make the costumes look like how they should? Because I mean, I'd actually pay to watch this movie. So
shout out Daniel Benedict.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't understand what the problem is for Hollywood. They don't even need to do anything else extra off of this. This is really, oh yeah, let's just make that into a movie.
Because Hollywood it wants to take the IP license but not commit to the product. That's always been its problem. It's, oh, we'll give you G.I. Joe, we'll give you Snake Eyes, but we don't want Snake Eyes. We want Snake Eyes to talk and take a vow of silence so we don't have and because he's such a good-looking guy, we can't really take a mask and put on him. So we'd like to have the mask off as much as possible. And the 80s, what he was, we're just gonna ignore that. He-Man is one, like you saw there. It's just use these costumes, these traditional SAS costumes. No. We got practice. We can do stuff. Like, trust like the people who did in the Smallville. We made a Doomsday costume. We didn't have to use CGI. We made a dude looking like Doomsday. Do these things. It's so much easier.
What's up, Henry G?
Henry G.
Ready for some turkey and football.
No, I'm at that second half cap was the Giants versus Cowboys. Now I'm gonna go, woo! Man, that's gonna be some snoring right there. That's woo.
Look at you, stone face.
Hey, Chief, you understand what's going on? You guys are going for a great draft pick.
I mean, he gets it, right?
Hollywood, it's so annoying that Hollywood doesn't. I mean, unless you come up through their system, they don't look through. Hey, instead of suing everybody who does messes with our IP, let's actually say, wow, this would actually be a good representation. Like, bring you on set. Like, you got some creative ideas. Come on, but that's not how they think.
Speaking of thinking, which would you prefer? Or who would you prefer to play Skeletor of the rumored list? Jared Leto or Sacha Baron Cohen?
What?
Jared Leto, Sacha Baron Cohen.
No. What's the other people?
That's the two right now.
No. Come on. Like, nah, come on. Like, Jared Leto, I mean, I'm sorry. His Joker sucked. I know that's what they were going for, but it sucked. And that's left a bad taste in watching him as any major franchise villain. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Bad guy.
Barat. No, man. Go back.
Hey, man, what are you doing here? Come on, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, thanks. I mean, again, that was the one thing is as much I think everybody hates the original Masters Universe, but Frank Langella was excellent as Skeletor. That dude was scary as crap. he was like, "Oh, okay, this rest of this movie is suspect. But this dude's awesome."
Quite suspect.
Like,
Chief, did you watch that original movie?
The original what?
Masters of the Universe.
Yes. That's all I have to say about that.
Gwildor did not make an impression on him.
Did not have the key to his heart.
Ah,
Man, I hope the Giants don't tank for Sanders. They'll ruin him. They don't have coaching to develop him.
they don't have an
They just
offensive
stop it. They don't
line
have
to
coaching.
develop, not getting him killed. No.
We're not gonna make this podcast about the Giants today.
He let your first one slide, Jace, but now it's
Right.
I just
Denver just started winning. Take it
it's
easy.
true. It is true.
Take it easy.
If we were to play the Ravens, we're gonna get whooped up again.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna say we're just happy to be here.
Mm-mm.
Okay, see, Michael J. White would be somebody that would be cool, Skeletor.
get me, He-Man.
Okay. I mean, because what was it like? Was he Bronze Tiger in Arrow? Like he was, I mean, that was like it was also like, y'all sure y'all didn't want to make him somebody bigger than this? Like this dude is really good.
Bronze Tiger could be a big character.
I feel like we're ignoring the main question here.
He-Man's already been cast, we know that.
Why? Why?
Can you make money off He-Man? Netflix has showed it is successful.
Cartoons. You're talking live action now. And
It works for Disney.
honestly, no. I just you know what, man? I don't. Zac Efron is like 5'5". See, the problem with all this stuff, man, is it's just stupid. I mean, a He-Man movie, man. I feel like it's almost going to be like satire. Like we're going to go in there and it's just going to kind of be funny, like Spaceballs. You know what I mean? It doesn't even make sense. I mean, why couldn't you do why couldn't you stick to the cartoons, man? Why couldn't you just why?
Okay.
Do you think Zac Efron can't play He-Man?
I think Zac Efron is short.
They can work
They'll
around it.
just give him the Tom Cruise list.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise never looks tall. Not near another time Tom Cruise ever looked tall.
You know, he doesn't look tall, but he does not look short.
Yes.
What? Again, do you know if you were not told that Tom Cruise was short, would you notice that he was short?
Yes, he looks short. He looks short. He looks short in Top Gun. He looks short in all of his movies. He's a little guy. Risky Business. He's a short dude.
Little guy. Little guy.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely, yeah. Maybe it is their best bet, bro. I just don't like.
Okay, but I mean, this is by Amazon, right, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay, Amazon has shown the willingness to put money behind something that could be taken as a joke, and they say, "Hey, we can make money being faithful or faithful-ish to the story, and we'll find an audience."
Can I just be honest right here?
Yes.
No, I want you to keep lying to me.
When you have 130 billion in your bank account, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, let's just put this out. Is it gonna be stupid? Yeah, but did it hurt me to put 100 million into this movie? Absolutely not.
But
Like,
okay,
on the floor.
but look, think about it. They could have made Invincible a joke. They didn't. They're like, nope.
Well, the
we're
cartoon-
gonna-
It's out of turn Invincible and making a joke.
You talking about?
I'm
Invincible?
talking Invincible. I'm talking Ring of Power. Like Rings of, I mean, Rings of Power in the second season. They put a whole. If they didn't spend a whole lot on their money on that series, it was crazy because that looked like it was movie quality action in that second series, in that second season.
Who watched Ring of Power?
Jason.
I did.
You watched it, Jeff?
Yep. Oh.
I did not watch the second season as of yet. I got too far behind. And that first season, I was like, eh. But Jay said it was good, so I will watch it. I'm looking up now their budget just to see if they happen to have any numbers on it. Let's see. Gosh. Okay. All right. Let's I'm trying to see what the AI overview is, how correct it is. The budget. What do you guess? The budget for season 2 is. I feel like this can't be right.
I think it has to be if
Gosh.
the Croppolite was 200, it has to be. I mean, 108. I think Rings of Power had to be at least 240.
Chief, what do you think this budget is?
I don't know, 350 million.
What if I told you it was more than 500 million?
Nah, I don't think so.
The first season had a budget of 465 million. Now, according to AI overview, this includes the cost of buying the rights from the Tolkien estate. So,
that doesn't count.
however that works in, how that factors into the cost. But the first season was 465. I can tell you this second season was noticeably more.
Mm-hmm. When you make $3,000 a second, does it matter?
Probably not. The budget estimate for season 2 was $700 million.
Yeah, which is what? It's like a quarter falling out of his pocket. You know what I mean?
Flabbergasted and floored. But
You know,
you said it looked like they put money into it.
Again, that's the one thing. I mean, I know Thanos. He watched. We're the last two on Superman and Lois, and that always looks like you guys cut a budget. But this looks really good, and as much as I mean, I know you might have a couple hours this weekend. Check out a couple episodes of Rings of Power, and you will see like, yeah, if this was $1 billion, I can kind of understand where you come from. I mean, there's a lot in there.
And yet, what's say ye the chat? How many of you watch Ring of Power? I mean, a couple of y'all see, you know.
Ye. I was about to say ye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how many people? It's just some place for the money to go for a write-off. That's a beautiful write-off. That's that yacht, that $500 million yacht that he only spends 2 weeks a year on. You know, it is what it is, man.
Huh. I couldn't find the budget for season 4 of Smallville and Lois. No yeet. James says, in a world where Game of Thrones has a huge fan base and Lord of the Rings is a modern classic, a good Masters of the Universe film could be done. Exactly. And it would make money. You could just keep cranking out movies or seasons. Season 1 could just be fighting Skeletor. Season 2, just fighting Skeletor and his crew. Season 3 introduces Evil Horde. And then you get 2 seasons out of them. And the Snake Men. And then a big, great war of Eternia for your final season. It's too much money that you could make from this thing.
She-Ra is there. I mean, it's like, stop acting like it's not. She-Ra's there.
Hope y'all get your wish, man. I hope it comes out. I hope it's great, man.
I feel like you're lying now.
I'm not lying.
You said earlier, can I be honest? Now I feel like you're being a liar again.
I'm not being a liar. I'm telling you, man. I hope it's fantastic.
I wish I had a little bit more enthusiasm coming from you on that.
Enthusiasm you want to give, brother. This is what I got.
That berry kicked in, but the second coat,
everything I got.
All right, Anita Baker. Game of Thrones meets Star Wars. Done. Exactly.
Oh, speaking of done, has anyone checked out Dune Prophecy?
Nope.
No. Did you say Dune or done? No, I have not.
I watched the first episode, and I was trying to wait a couple episodes into like, okay, since I have no idea how this is going to be, let me watch 2 or 3 of them at a time. And that first one was like, didn't catch me as much as I wanted it to. So I'm like, all right, let me get another episode so I can watch at least 2 of them at a time and see if it's, it picks up a little bit. So I was just wondering.
Don't get me wrong, Chief. The movie they're making is highly likely to be some cut. I just think they could do better.
I'm not disagreeing that they can't do better. I remember the first one vividly, and if you can't do better than that, then you probably should go ahead and find something and jump off of it. But I just don't know. Sometimes I think things are better as cartoons. And I think that this would probably be better as a cartoon. That's all I'm saying. Maybe they do. Maybe it comes out and maybe it's one hell of a movie and we're all sitting here a year from like hell yeah. But you know, it is what it is, man.
I have a question for like some of the
most times
younger folks in the chat. They're going. Hollywood takes a lot of 80s and 90s properties. Why is it they've not been able to make anything in the 2010s become a really strong property that gets everybody invested in it? Is it because there aren't any? Again, I have not watched as many cartoons.
Well, they don't really do action cartoons like that. They do like SpongeBob type or Bob's Burgers. They don't do cartoons like we had in the 80s and 90s where there's a lot of heavy action. Now it's more, and those that we see are updated versions of 80s and 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
So they don't really do that. They're trying to keep the kids from being too toxic at an early age. And so they give them the Sunshine and Roses and slapstick cartoons and
then
hope
they
for the
evolve
best.
very quick out of that and then go to stuff that they're probably not ready for. I mean, like ours, we actually had a bridge. It was like, hey, we went from the Sesame Streets to a little more adult, a little older cartoons than the Y7 cartoons. And then you had your, Animaniacs. You're like, oh, I laugh, but I don't know exactly why I'm laughing.
Hello, nurse.
And then you have Roger Rabbit. You're like, I get every one of these jokes now. Thank you. Yeah.
Animaniacs was just great.
Okay.
Oops. Anime crashes the conversation. Says Snow Glare. David Thanos says not much of them are pop culture like Transformers, G.I. Joe, and He-Man. Right. So just mind them, do them right.
Yeah, and because I'm trying to think, because like there should be enough good anime. Because hell, most of the early, our 80s cartoons were basically, I don't want to say dumbed down magma, but they were basically like from Japan and then made to a US version. Like, is that not happening with? Is all the anime now just way too advanced? Like the Gundams, or is it all just way too? Too old for everybody. What's happening?
To Chief's point, I think if they made a G.I. Joe like Jack Ryan, Jack Reacher, Alice Cross, where everybody, when they drop a new season, everybody's talking about it. They could do G.I. Joe like that. They just have to lean in. There's a whole audience of 40-year-olds going on to 50 who would watch that show, that are watching Jack Reacher, that are watching Jack Ryan and Alice Cross. They would be like, oh, this is amazing. And little kids, or I say little kids, but there's a younger demographic that's like, oh, really? That's something cool to watch? And they have no idea about the cartoon, but they're like, this G.I. Joe series is amazing. It's so crazy. The vehicles, the weapons, how they come up with this crazy stuff. They would watch it not even knowing there was a cartoon from the 80s based around this thing. There's the template right there. Jamelin mentioned Star Wars, Dune, Lord of the Rings for Masters of the Universe. It's right there. I don't know what they can do with Transformers because Michael Bay just messed it up so much, but they're all right there. There's modern examples that are popular that would work just fine with the coating, the fresh coat of paint of these properties that, we're in the 80s and people are still like, oh, these properties are so great and amazing. Let's do another bad movie on it. It's just, they're right there. And there's a toy aspect of it. If it sells or not, jeez. Make a G.I. Joe Resolute type series. People watch. They don't even need to go that hard. They could just simply not kill off Bazooka. Boo. Just have fun with it. And, not as serious as your Jack Reacher and Jack Ryan. And just make it more fun. There's a whole audience waiting for those shows. All right. Here's a rumor, Chief. I'm curious if you're excited about this one. Marvel Studios is intrigued in trying to consider the viability of a Hulk versus Wolverine movie. We just saw Deadpool versus Wolverine. Are you saying you're not on board?
It wasn't really Deadpool versus Wolverine. It was Deadpool and Wolverine team up. A Hulk versus Wolverine. I don't know. Like how so
They could fight and then they could team up. They could wear tuxedos, wear tuxedos, go to the casino. It'd be a blast.
and who's gonna play Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is stiff. Like he's so I don't know. I don't see it. Even when we watch from the comics or from the cartoon version, they're out there. They're fighting the Wendigo? Whatever.
I love how you just pull these deep things. The Wendigo, but it's like, oh yeah, what is that? Oh, random day we're back. Yeah. The Wendigo could be fun. I mean, have him fight him.
The Wendigo.
No.
And
He's like, I heard your pronunciation. I choose to try my own.
I don't need to be corrected.
You'll sit without correction.
Thank you. You pull me to the side and correct me later. Yeah, man. I just don't see that. I don't know how they do a whole movie. Like, what's going to be happening before the fight?
Definitely no Flash.
I don't know. Again, Wendigo. That's correct. So I just don't know what they're going to be doing before the fight, man. It's got to be an exceptional script, and the way stuff has been shaken out lately, it's only once in a while we get an exceptional script, especially Wolverine movies. I mean, let's be honest, they haven't all been great. So I'm not sure now. If the Wolverine fought him in another Deadpool movie, that might be interesting because they do other things, but I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why I unfollowed him. Blocked him. You know what I mean? Wendigo. You know what I mean?
That is quality. Ryan Reynolds might be working on a Mighty Mouse animated movie.
Animated movie is cool though.
Where's Steamboat Willie?
Where's my man? Ryan, right? Ryan, is that Ryan's joint?
Yeah, that's Ryan's joint.
Yeah, all right. Good old Steamboat.
Any day now.
Like, I'm just waiting for it.
Is he here?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna get the good Steamboat Willie jokes tonight. You know what I mean? But like I said, that might work out. Now live action Mighty Mouse, I don't want to see that.
Okay, did you see Detective Pikachu?
No, I'm no.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm like my 40-year-old self wouldn't let me do it.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes things are a little just too silly for me. You know what I mean? And I can't do it. But how was it?
Oh, I didn't see it either. I think I was not a Pokemon person. I never got into it. So
yeah, Pokemon was cool for like if you was sitting around and the remote was far away. You know what I mean? You could watch a couple of episodes of the Pokemon. It wasn't something that you could, like you went and looked at, but sometimes you would sit down, you got your TV dinner, a beer, and then the remote might be like,
was that Farm Life the TV dinner?
Yeah, TV dinner. You know what I mean? The Hungry Man. You know what I mean? Salisbury steak, potatoes, and the corn. And then you had the little breakfast joint, not breakfast, dessert joint, the little chocolate biscuit thing. So, but yeah, man. Hey, man. The best that no one ever was. What's the what was that the wordplay? That was from The Natural. You remember that?
Yes. Robert Redford.
Oh man, I love that movie. Great movie. You got that on DVD?
I don't. You?
Nah, I think I got it on the
VHS.
no. It damn near right. It should have been right. It's been a long time. I think I got it on Prime or something.
Mm.
It was a great movie though. Remind me of me in my younger days.
Being a natural.
How is he laughing at?
If I was raised with a cartoon, it needs to be a cartoon. Don't get me wrong, that first Transformers movie and hearing Optimus Prime was awesome.
I mean, that was for any problems with the Michael Bay movie. The trailer did like, oh, y'all have Optimus Prime. I am intrigued. I don't understand where the Shia LaBeouf person's coming from and where Megan Fox come from, but I hear Optimus Prime. I would like to know more.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed the first two, but then after that, the first two I enjoyed. After that, when he lost Megan Fox, when he started going with the other girl, I no longer was with it.
Because what I didn't understand is the Decepticons had colors. Why did the Decepticons have to be all gray?
No one's ever going to
understand. He's like, Megatron is gray but has really cool color accents. Like, why does he need to not have that? It's like Starscream. Sky Striker. Any color. Nah, to just here. It's like, come on. He lost me after that. I mean, the first one, because I was like, nah, I don't want to see just random blank Decepticons.
He lost me when Optimus had a mouth that was moving. It's like, what are we doing? Why? He's a robot. I don't need to see his lips moving to know that he's talking.
At least you didn't have lips on a Snake Eyes costume that never moved. Rubber lips that just sat there. That for a dude who didn't even talk. That was the dumbest. You know what? I never even saw the end of that. When I saw that, I just turned it off. I was like, what is this?
Which G.I. Joe movie?
I don't even know what it was.
The first one.
It's funny. I think you reviewed that. I'm like, I am so good. I listened to the reviews. I'm like, if you guys can't make a G.I. Joe movie. No, actually, it was a trailer. Once I saw the trailer of it, I'm like, oh, I know this is going to be trash. I don't need to waste time seeing this movie. It's going to be trash.
On the mask, bro.
I will defend this movie one time. So here is the Snake Eyes mouth.
This is a bodysuit. What the shit?
No, the bodysuit is far more egregious to me.
Look at the unitard. Oh, come on.
I mean, it's because it's like, what are we doing? Why does he need all that? But in fairness, Snake Eyes, his outfit did have that in his 1985 figure. So this was not something that they came up with solely for the purpose of the movie. Let's go on over to our friends at 3djoes.com and I'll show you. Mm-hmm. So this is how that figure looked. This is my favorite version. If you can see, he's got lips in that mask.
But you also see all the other detail on it.
Well, I mean, they focus on one thing to pay attention to.
Can I just say the lips are stupid on that toy too? So you can defend it, but it's stupid on that toy too. So
it looks like it is a mask that is pulled over his head, and he's got a visor on. So you have it looks like it's a skin tight mask. You're gonna see I got lips, but in the movie version, it looks stupid. I don't think that version looks great either, but it at least looks better than the movie.
I'm just saying, there is something based in the lore of G.I. Joe where they got the idea for the lip showing.
Oh, come on. If they just, you really think they went back and sourced, Michael Bay went back and sourced material and said, you know what? The 85 Snake Eyes actually did have this costume. No, I think he just said, I'm doing what I want to. Let's go with it.
Let's put some lips on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some big old Botox lips.
Yeah, they thought they thought Snake Eyes was going to be an Instagram model.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that Snake Eyes movie, I hated so much. It was like, why did you call this Snake Eyes or G.I. Joe? This would have been better without any connection to G.I. Joe because it doesn't even have it.
Man, because it's one of those things. If this works, it works and can spawn a whole new franchise. That's the problem with not following these 80s properties. It's just do this and you can get the result they got. But you have to do it. Like everyone, again, Coke said, hey, follow the Coke recipe. Don't come up with new Coke when you're trying to sell Coke. Like,
that was a good turn, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we need sponsors.
Show that label. Here's some more news. So folks over working on Ahsoka season 2 are trying to make sure that just in case Kathleen Kennedy's like, that's enough, Ahsoka, that season 2 has an ending that can function as a series finale and not a cliffhanger like The Acolyte.
Smart way to go.
Well, I mean, just make a good show. I think that's the...
No, I mean... Because here's, I mean, it seems like Kathleen Kennedy wants to retire, but she wants something to be a win. And, you know, if she doesn't get the win, she could also do the other approach and just burn it all down.
You're the Joker.
I mean, hey, there's no Filoni movie. I'm canceling it all. Rey's going to be the superhero / she's going to be the controlling the Force, and there was no Force before Rey. You never know. So I think you don't want to have to deal with the Acolyte kind of cliffhanger that never was. But even though Dave Filoni and Favreau should be the next in line to head up Lucasfilm, if that doesn't translate into dollars that I guess Bob Eisner wants, it's probably a good idea to hey, let's wrap the show up and then go to the next thing, which is the Mandoverse movie that will extend those characters.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good deal. Well, now it's that time. We're going to talk about our topic for the night. Kennedy wants to retire Star Wars. She wants to retire it with a bullet. Our topic for the night: best debut, best introduction scene in a movie or TV show where some character shows up. It could be in the sequel, it could be the first 5 minutes of a movie, or a show where it's like, that was cool, I'm really intrigued with this character, I would like to know more. Let me press that button. So just while you guys get your list together, Chief, you get your paper all set and ready, I will go with one that I thought was really good. I'm gonna go with, I gotta make sure I would say his name properly. There you go. Because there is a nickname for him, but that's not the way we should go. Let's see. Donnie Donowitz from Inglourious Bastards. He has one of my favorite introductions because Brad Pitt is so ridiculous in that movie. It's one of my favorite performances of his. And he's like, Donnie, some Nazi wants to die for country. Oblige him. And all you hear is this knocking of the bat in the tunnel. It's going on uncomfortably long. It's not like he's there at the opening. It's just deep in the bowels of this tunnel. And the German soldiers like getting increasingly nervous. And it's just doom, the music's going. And it comes out, he's got this beater t-shirt on, even though he's in a war. I don't know why he's got a beater, but he's got a bat in hand, a big smile on his face, and he cocks back and bam, booyah, Ted Williams out of the park. And it's like the other German soldier is like, oh no, I need to get this squared away right away. So I love that scene because it's just Brad Pitt cues him up so perfectly to come out there, and it's just like, oh, he lives up to his reputation. So that for me is one, the bear. Yeah, because it's like,
Yeah, it's like you said. I'm like, oh, I know what the name. Yeah, we can't say it.
like, let's be careful here. So yeah, really like that.
We're using TV and movie.
TV and movie.
Okay, good. All right. So mine is going to stick with that theme. It is going to be Negan's introduction in The Walking Dead. Because we had heard about this Negan character for a whole half a season. And his introduction with Lucille is still one of the most oh crap moments in TV to me. Because what he does with that daggone thing is, oh, good gosh. I mean, just the fear he has on all of our favorites of Walking Dead and the actual repercussions of that for years to come. It's still great TV to me.
And it's also the way they shot it, cinephile time. All the heroes are on their knees, so they're in a weak, vulnerable position, and they've got all these car lights. They've got him in a semicircle, and it's just like Negan is, which one will I get? He's talked so much leading up to it where it's like, this is not going to end up very well for our guys. This is going to be really bad. And you're like you said, it really delivers. Chief, who is your first one?
I hope I got the assignment right. Matt Damon's appearance in Euro Trip. Scotty doesn't know. Hey man,
Euro Trip.
Yo, when he came up on stage, he started singing that song. Hey, I was crying, man. I was crying. Scotty doesn't know. You know what? I'm gonna download that onto my phone now. I'm gonna blast that from the CRV tomorrow. Scotty doesn't know.
While you're working that pellet grill.
Oh God, don't get me started. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too.
Oh,
it is.
Man.
It's supposed to rain.
All bad.
All bad.
Ooh.
Horse from Avatar 1. Walton Goggins.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Pretty good scene.
That was unexpected, especially how he comes out. You're like, oh man, that sucked.
I'm trying to think which way I want to go with this character. Let's say I really like the Bane introduction scene in Dark Knight Rises because they were hyping him up and talking about it. It is like all of a sudden the Joker just like that whole plane scene is just wild and crazy. It's like, wow. And then where it just like drops, the plane is like, good grief, that was crazy. So I would go with that one. David Thanos says Euro Trip is a classic. Love that movie.
Sure. Yes, sir.
All right, bro. What you got next?
My next one is going to be Dredd from Dredd. Because everybody is seeing Sylvester Stallone version. We're thinking, oh, this is cute. Carl Urbans said, no. Here's what Dredd, the executioner, does. Judge and jury right here in execution. It was, oh, this is not a game here, folks. This is an R-rated movie. Got it.
Yeah, it's been a little too long since I watched that movie. I think I need to fix that.
Yeah. And you got 3D TV, so that's...
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, but I do.
Yeah.
Chamberlain says Big Daddy and Hit Girl. You got one on your list?
Now, I was thinking about that one too, and I had not watched that movie in so long. But that was one of those like, wow, this is not Batman and Robin, but it's actually a very good version of it. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
David Thanos says Agent Smith in Matrix 2 when he shows up in that park and everybody's jaw drops and then a million of them come out. Always a good time for Dredd. Exactly, Snowglare. Chief, what's your next one?
he hid this uncomfortable piece of metal in the only place he could, his ass. Christopher Walken, Pulp Fiction. 2 years later, when he died of dysentery, he gave the watch to me. So yeah, excellent cameo in that movie, man. I didn't expect him in there, and that scene was hilarious.
Has Christopher Walken had a bad performance in something?
I don't know. Do you really notice? He's just so
I don't feel
he's so
like
wild with it. You know what I mean? He's like almost like Gary Busey in the way he does his scenes. It's like it's kind of like over the top calm, while Gary Busey's like over the top. But but yeah, man, he doesn't really he's had some good. He's one of those dudes. Whenever you see him on screen, you're like, yeah,
yep. This scene is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my next one has to be Star-Lord to kick off Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. That opening is just, I don't know, it's just so fun and not like anything we'd seen from the MCU. Because like right before it, we had this super dark Winter Soldier where it's like, oh man, everything's gone crazy. And then we got this dude singing into an animal that he's grabbed to keep going along with his Walkman. I just love that. I thought it was really fun. The song was really catchy, and he just came off like he's having a good time, which is something we hadn't seen at all at that point in the MCU. Like everybody else was like really focused, dead set on mission. Star-Lord's just partying and enjoying life. Jakes, what you got next?
Oh, that's a good one. My next one is going to be Jigsaw from Saw 1. He hadn't seen a little creepy little dude in a bike. That was just like, well, how did we get here? Like these dudes are handcuffed to their legs, and this dude, like, not expecting that at all. So Jigsaw, that was a very good intro to me.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was really good.
Would you like to play a game? No, fool, get me out of here.
And that introduction doesn't come until the last act. Like, what? No. Thanos in Infinity War. Let him have his fun. Yeah, that's pretty solid. David Thanos says Donnie Yen, John Wick 4. You knew when he showed up to steal a lot of business was about to pick up.
Yeah, it was booming.
Right. Rick Cage, the best thing Supergirl did was reveal that Hank Henshaw was actually Martian Manhunter.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. It was,
Anytime John Candy showed up in a movie, planes, trains, and automobile time.
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Chief, what's next on your list?
Deadpool movie when he opened up the door and all the Avengers were in there.
No, I mean X-Men.
X-Men. All the X-Men were in there sitting around, and for half a second, you was like, "Oh, this movie about to really kick off." Oh man.
So I tried to wait to see if anybody else was going to claim her, but Trinity from the opening scene of The Matrix, it's so cool because I mean, for so often we didn't see like the cool woman doing all this amazing stuff that Trinity made look so easy, and it was like, oh shoot, she got shot too. So that was crazy. So I really like that, and she just looked like a complete kicktail fighter. And it was just like, oh man, now come the agents. Oh no, it's escalated. So yeah, I would go Trinity.
Oh, cool.
What you got next, bro?
My next one is going to be Superman, Christopher Reeve, when he's first introduced to the world as Superman, comes out of the fortress. We actually see him come in his yard, Clark Kent, and then he comes after 30 years have passed or 18 years have passed. He comes out as Superman, flies for the first time. You're like, oh wow, we got Superman. Like, I mean, And that was to me one of the first movies I saw, and it still is one of my favorites to this day.
Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Yeah, I mean that movie still just it's a great movie, man.
Which one?
The Superman, man. Now that Darth Vader in Rogue One was just poetic.
I don't know that one.
I don't know Arcane.
I think it just came out, League of Legends.
Right. Luke Skywalker, Mandalorian. Solid introduction for that show. I was like, what is happening? Don't look at anything, bro. I won't. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is the most amazing thing ever.
How many times can I watch a show?
Quite a lot, actually. Turns out quite a lot. Oh, let's see, where was I? I really like Strider's introduction in Lord of the Rings. Because he's sitting around in the corner smoking on the pipe, and then when it comes time to fight, it is like, oh man, this dude is getting it. So yeah, definitely. Carrie-Ann Moss and never mind. I don't even have the issue for that.
How easy they got whooped was the prize.
Oh gosh. Snowglare says Gene Wilder's Walk Up in Willy Wonka. Yes.
That was good.
Where you got next, bro?
I'm gonna go with Achilles in Troy.
Achilles.
I mean, because I just watched that, and you see everybody like, no, we don't need to do this war. Your best guy against our best guy, and you got this big dude who's probably like 6'7", 340 pounds. He's like, oh yeah, bring it. And then you get Brad Pitt's Achilles. That's a couple things. One move, and we out. War's over. It's like,
right. He's like, whatever.
Is this the best you got? Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, thanks for showing.
That's wrestler render.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay.
Oh,
Blade in Blade.
Yes.
Chief, what you got next?
Tropic Thunder, Tom Cruise's character. Hey, yo, man, the hands on that dude. That dude was just like, you have to call the United Nations and get a binding resolution. Hey, man, that joke was hilarious.
David Thanos with the Undertaker debut of Survivor Series. Nice.
That's a good one.
I'll raise you. That's gotta be Cade. Oh man, few matches were satisfying as watching 1997 Shawn Michaels get bloodied to a pulp, and Kane came in and messed it all up. But yeah, that's a solid choice there, especially after the gobbledygooker showed up. My next one's got to be Wonder Woman from Batman Superman Dawn of Justice, because we got the tease like, oh, who is she? And all of a sudden she comes through with the shield and she's got that guitar riff. It's like, oh, okay. She with you? I thought she was with you. And yeah, I just dug that because for that first half of that fight, she was getting it, smiling after getting punched down by Doomsday. I didn't really like the end of the Doomsday fight, but I thought she came off real strong and tough in that one. Blade was great. Lockdown. Okay. Jace, who you got next?
All right, my next one is going to be Ghostface from Scream 1.
I was going to say, nice.
Because again, your introduction, our horror movie again, I know we said this a couple episodes, but that was, these are the safest people in this. Oh, guess not.
Maybe not so much.
Like, everything we thought about horror movies has just gone out the window. All right, welcome to the party, Ghostface.
Put Wonder Woman in Justice League though. Good one, Jace.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it was very good. All right, Chief, what you got next?
I'm almost to the end of mine. We're gonna have to go to Bill Murray and Zombieland.
Ow!
Like the golf course is open. I can play 18 and no one bothers me.
Hey, I just saw Dan Aykroyd. How's he doing? He's dead. Oh, yeah.
All right, my next one. Can I make sure I got the name right? Raul Silva from Skyfall, because he starts off in this darkened little area, and he just keeps gradually coming out. James, we were her children. Look what she did to us. I really dug that because he was just so different from the other Bond villains we'd seen up to that point. It was like, is this guy all there? No, but he was really cool and a good foil for James. James, what are we doing? Oh man, Zombieland.
Zombieland, bro.
Hercules, James Woods, Hades.
80s.
Right, not Hayes.
Hmm.
Oh, Hades. All right, bro, shot. What you got?
I'm sending my apprentice, Darth Maul.
Now there's two of them.
I mean, it was we had never really understood what it said. And then when he actually gets revealed, when he actually goes against Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, when he brings that double lightsaber, it's like, oh, okay, got it. There's a whole new ball game here. This isn't some barely there guy with a lightsaber. This dude's actually swinging them. So
yeah, he's bringing it. David Thanos says when John Wick came out of retirement. Yeah, I think I am. All right. Let's see. I think I got one more. Where did I want to go with that one? I'm looking through my movie app and just trying to think of like my favorite ones as we go through. But let's see here. If I'm gonna go with one more, where was it? Yes. Jake's from Die Another Day.
Yeah.
It was I love that article. It was awesome. It's really good. Jalen says, yeah, man, Darth Maul was my next one. Darth Maul was just that scene was killer. Chief, you got any more? You done?
My last one, man. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. So when they had the news reporter fights, Tim Robbins, Luke Wilson, Ben Stiller, they all showed up, and
the streets run red with Burgundy's blood.
Yeah, man, that scene was hilarious. My man was just running around with a grenade.
I think you cut off somebody's arm. I think about what.
Right.
I think you killed somebody. Stabbed him with a trident. Yeah.
That's true. Jays, you got any more?
I got more, and I got to figure out which one. I'm gonna use my last one, I guess, on Unicron.
Unicron.
Man, just the intro music, and then we'd never seen a transformer destroy a whole planet. So, yeah,
me and my friend were talking about that today. Crashing funerals.
Where did that conversation end? I'm just curious. Where did that conversation end?
Getting my black suit next Sunday.
Man, you'll never believe it, man. It's too easy, man.
Fish in a barrel. All right. I think that's everything. Oh, wait, because it would be ridiculous not to. Joker from Dark Knight. Whichever scene you want to go with, the bank robbery scene, or when he goes, and I thought my jokes are bad. that whole scene is just like fantastic. It's like, this guy's wild. But either one of those would count. All right, it's that magical time. Who are your nominees for Dummies of the Week? We took a straw poll. Jace, you came up short. What is your nominee?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. So I'm going to try and keep this short.
Oh.
I'm going to go one of my dummies of the week. My dummy of the week is Aubrey, otherwise known as Drake. Drake was so mad because, again, losing a rap beef used to just used to be you went away for a little while, come back with some pop tune. Everybody forgets all about it. Drake's idea, after losing the whole summer, and just knowing he needs to go away. His idea is like, you know what I should do to prove I'm hard? I'm gonna file a lawsuit. Yeah, I'm gonna file a lawsuit that says you guys tried to pump up the streams and made it seem like I lost that rap battle. Not that everybody liked the song. Yeah, that's gonna make them. They're gonna think I'm tough in the streets again with a lawsuit. Yeah, I'm gonna win this one.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose.
Kid, like, would you like to be defined as just the sucker of the year? Because that just solidifies. Like, you lost. It's okay. Jay-Z and all of them, they've lost before. And then they come back and make more money. You don't decide that, you know what? Lawsuit. Yeah, that's the way to go. Come on. Just no.
But it's not, though.
No, it isn't. No.
Mine is the NFL for deciding to give the Cowboys or opting to give the Cowboys a homecoming Thanksgiving game, only for the joke to be on them when Dak started getting hurt and the Cowboys are like, we can't play football. So they try to give them the softest opponent they could find. My apologies, Chief. With the Saquon Barkley-less Giants. And yeah. And also Dan Quinn for deciding I'll trust my kicker, who's already missed 2 kicks. Even though we've got all the momentum in the world, let's tie the game. Why tie the game? You're at home. You've got all the momentum. The Cowboys are like, what happened? How did this happen? They weren't going to stop an extra point conversion. There were a million plays the Commanders could have pulled in that playbook that would have ended in a 2-point conversion. Because the Cowboys have been like, what happened?
Quarterback who can run. It's wide receivers that can catch the ball.
Right. A running back who could fall forward for 2 yards. Any of them would have worked. And he just said, let's trust the kicker to tie the game. Why? So yeah, Dan Quinn, you win. Chief, what you got?
You know what, man? I think you're right, man. Because I don't know who the hell's gonna watch this Cowboys Giants game. And I heard DeVito's out. He's hurt already.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
No.
I heard he's out, man.
That game can't get worse, can it?
Here's the crazy thing. Here's the stupidest thing that I'm going to say. The third string is hurt, so they're going to put in the second string now. So Drew Lock will be playing the actual second string for the team. Who's, by the way, garbage.
Jason's well aware of his garbageness.
I ain't gonna defend that one.
Listen, man. Every time the Giants get scored on or Drew Lock throws an interception, take a shot.
I want to see Black Friday.
You know what I mean? Take a shot.
We gotta make moves with you on Black Friday, Chief.
I'm not gonna take a shot. I'm saying for y'all to take a shot.
Y'all.
You know what I mean? Depending on what time that game come, I might be asleep.
I'm gonna take a shot of Coke every time.
You'll be wide awake.
Buzz though, keep me wide awake.
So yeah, this is crazy, man. I don't know why they keep putting Giants in prime time. I don't understand it, and I don't know who the Giants have talked to. We should never play another primetime game ever again. But they keep putting us in primetime. Like, you know what? You know, the Giants, let's put them there in that spot. Stop. Get some help.
This was literally like the homecoming game for they knew they were like, hey, we're gonna give it so Cowboys can run the score up 50. It's gonna be great that nobody will watch it.
I got Drew Lock with 2 interceptions tomorrow.
That's part of your parlay.
That's gonna be on the parlay, man. 2 interceptions for Drew Lock, man.
I like those odds.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I like them too.
I think that's real safe and solid there.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a wild one, man. Get your popcorn ready, but not for that. For something else. I don't even know if the other game's gonna be good. Detroit versus the Chicago.
Chicago's coming better.
Better than what? My man thinks Chicago's going to do some things. I don't think they're going to do anything. Detroit is like, it's steamrolling over people. They don't care about no one and where they're from. and I think this thing continues. What is it? This game in Detroit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in Detroit. If it was in Chicago, I might be like, well, they're playing outside. It's not a dome. But they're playing in Detroit, man.
This is Detroit's actual get back for years and years ago, Thanksgiving. This is for all Detroit fans who have wanted to see their team actually win on Thanksgiving. This is their one.
Yeah, because they would put them against Green Bay on Thanksgiving. Now, oh, you're good. Here's Chicago.
I heard Megatron's coming back.
He might.
You know, finally they're gonna put him on a winning team.
All right, well, fellas, thank you as always. I'm thankful to do this every Wednesday with you all here on House Movie Files, and definitely thank all of the crew here hanging out with the Snake Eyes, excited about his Lions doing his thing. David Thanos, Snow Glare, Jamelin Parks, scrolling up, Michael Solis, Rick Cage,
King Collector.
I forget the King.
Sir GL, Rick Cage, Esquire.
Yes, I think that's everybody. I think so. Shout out to the rest of our regulars who won't be here, who aren't here this week.
Anybody heard from 80s Kid?
Yeah, he's still pumping out videos.
Okay. I haven't seen him in a while. And anybody seen After Child?
No. After hadn't been here in a minute. So
yeah, I haven't seen After him in a while.
Hopefully they're doing well.
Yes.
Wherever they are. All right, well, fellas, y'all have a great turkey day, and Chief, we'll see you on Friday.
Yes, you will.
All right. So thank y'all for watching. As always, this episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.